Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait no, it's living with no shame. Wait no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well I just wanna be happy, how to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome. But try to do what you love when it's said and done. Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Yeah, make all the demons quiet. Yeah, we were built to thrive. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night? Yeah, make all the demons quiet. Yeah, we were built to thrive. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. It's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it. What keeps you up at night? Yeah, make all the demons quiet. Yeah, we were built to thrive. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night? Yeah, make all the demons quiet. Yeah, we were built to thrive. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous. Is the world honestly burning? That's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds, we put the work in. We got some work, man. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass halfway. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo.
Hello guys, anybody home? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good whatever time it is in your location. I hope you guys doing good, and I hope you can see me and you can hear me, because usually I don't get any feedback. People just wanna watch, they don't give you any feedback, but it's okay. I'm gonna be talking until somebody complain then. Anyways, people, we are here for you, okay? I'm here for you guys, so feel free to be part of the debate and not just the part, you know, not just watching, but the comment section is there, the call system is there. I'm sacrificing this time just to open the door for everybody around the world to have a voice. That is what I'm here for. Otherwise, I'll make a video, post it, done, go do some other stuff, okay? So let me say hi to people. DJ is in the house, he was there early on. Mr. Albert is in the house. Malangsa, yeah, we're gonna talk about Malangsa, he prefers to go to Monaco instead of staying in London with other teams. So yeah, everybody, thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna say hi to all of you around the world. Feel free to comment and be part of the debate. Mr. Allen is in the house, everybody. Somebody already complaining from Chukwuemeka to I can't pronounce his last name really, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna just call him Carney. And yeah, and he's calling people clowns already. More insult will come on this one. Mr. Weather Sport Channel or whatever, he say complaining about Carney to Chelsea is official. We're not done yet. USA vacation over business time again. Not sure what that means, if that a critics or start insulting because we're not signing Mbappe. I don't even know what that means. Jerry Idaho always repeat the same thing. The same comment for years that I know him. He always put the same comment. Nice one, bro. Nice one, bro. Nice one, bro. Even if I ask a question, nice one, bro. Everything I say, he always repeat, nice one, bro. Okay. The Nigeria pool is insane. What that even means, I don't know. And yeah, EK Ice or Ike Ice. Yes. Let's go. So much potential on the Nigerian guy. Yeah, I haven't really watched him that often, but I heard people talking all the good stuff about him. Barcelona apparently wanted him, AC Milan, and many teams around the world wanted him. But he chose to come to Chelsea, which is a little surprising because knowing how we treat Key, the Chelsea Football Club, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what he's gonna do at Chelsea Football Club. Are we gonna farm him again on loan? What the point of signing for Chelsea when you go on loan straight instead of like signing for Borussia Dortmund, for example, where you have guarantee playing time and develop. So I don't know what we're gonna do with him, to be honest. I'm kind of worried about him because you can see even in the comment here, many people are complaining about, oh, you're going for a kid instead of going for such and such. So you see people are divided. They don't really take this kid as a signing because we want to see big names. But we forgot where the big names start. They started somewhere. Years and years of people working and believing in them. But in the Chelsea, we just think that everything come from heaven. All of a sudden, it's going to appear, boom. Messi became Messi. All of a sudden, start doing everything. The process doesn't count at all at Chelsea. So I'm kind of, I don't know. If we're going to send such a talent in the academy, the level of this brother is not the academy level anymore. He's way beyond his age. By a Chelsea Football Club, we keep them and we call them kid and we farm them and loan them out and they change positions here and there, here and there, and then all that. So they're not, somebody say they're not gonna loan him. He's on 100K salary. I don't know about his salary, but I don't think we're going to pay that kind of money. If you're going to pay that kind of wage weekly, and then, no, I don't think so. If we are planning to loan him out, nobody is going to take that kind of money when, okay? Nobody is going to pay that kind of money. No, somebody said no need for Rice if we can develop him. Do we have time to develop him? Thomas Tuchel doesn't look like he has time for that. He just need to work for his CV. He need to win. So even one player, one youngster is already too much for him. So how do you say that? Yeah, nice one, bro. Nice. Yeah, there's a brother who always, I ask him a question, you know, where are you from? Nice one, bro. What did you eat today? Nice one, bro. Tell me if my audio is good or you can see me. Nice one, bro. Are you okay? Nice one, bro. So I don't get it. Every video he comment the same thing. Every live stream he repeat the same thing. So kind of confusing. What this brother really want? Why you always copy paste the same thing for 2 years? Every single day. So Mr. John Monday, he's a good player from my country. Okay, he's not from any country. He's a blue now, so we have to start avoiding all the, oh, he's from Nigeria, he's from England, he's from America, such and such. I don't like that in my, to be honest with you. Like, I don't discriminate people. We are all brothers and sisters. That's why I call people brothers and sisters. I love people. I don't see your color. I don't see where you're coming from. So we have to avoid that, oh, just because he's from my country, let's support him. And then other people from other country, let's just burn them and make theories, you know. That's the way it is. It looks like. Look how English players, how much they got hate every single day, insulting them 24/7. They are just people like you and me. And you're gonna complain about, oh, I've been discriminated against. Okay, look at me. I'm the victim here. I'm black man, I'm the victim. But you the first to discriminate other nationalities. So it's always, you complain when it's where you are victim, and then you give the people the same treatment. It doesn't work like that. You have to be fair. Okay? All right. Let me see if I have... let me see. Oh, okay. Let me go to the call system. People, so the link is there somewhere. And let me see if I can connect them to YouTube, and if other people are going to call. If you feel like calling, feel free to do so. Okay. Wow. Boom. I have so many people already waiting in the chat room. The problem, I have like 4 screens in front of me that I have to switch. So I sometimes forget that I have people in another screen or something. So this is why you need a producer or something that can help you do certain things. So we have DJ and we have Herbert in the house.
Hey.
Yes, gentlemen. How is it going?
Big up, Oaks. Big up,
yes,
Herbert.
sir. Herbert. Everybody in the house.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen Chelsea sign some youngsters, and I mean, not some youngsters, a youngster. I mean, I don't know anything about this guy. I was just seeing few clips of him, and people were saying like he's the next Pogba and all that. I think he looks decent. I don't know anything about him, to be honest. But,
yeah, me too. Probably DJ knows more. I just heard about him, but I don't know him that much. So
yeah. Maybe DJ knows. You can educate us.
I mean, I don't know much. I don't know too much of him. All I know is he was the England under-20 captain when they won that tournament. Mm-hmm. He was the under-20 captain.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if you guys remember. Yeah, he actually.
Yeah, they just won it like a few months ago, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they did. And he was the captain. He's the captain, and he was. He had an excellent game that day for them. I've seen a few glimpses of him when he's come on as a substitute for Aston Villa, and he has looked really, really good in that midfield. I mean, I know Villa were trying to fight tooth and nail to keep him at the football club.
Oh yeah,
because they did offer him a contract, and he apparently turned it down. There was offers coming in from Dortmund. I understand Dortmund, Milan, Barcelona, and I do believe Liverpool also showed some interest in him as well. But he opted to stay. He opted to come to us, which is good. And people are saying
what
20
is
million.
The plan? What is the plan for him? I mean,
from what I understand and from watching, I heard. I don't know if you watch. Younes Talks Football. He was on one of the streams I saw earlier on, and he's saying that apparently he's been told he's going to be coming he's going to be coming part of the first team next season. So it doesn't like he's coming to be a substitute in the academy. It looks like he's going to come in that midfield next season. Sorry?
Which position? What position is he?
Yeah, what position?
He can play. So he can. I think people are putting him to the Pogba role because he can play that role, or he can even play as the attacking midfielder, box to box. He's a box to box midfielder basically. So he can. He's obviously young. He can take on people. He can score. I think he scored scored a couple of goals against our academy team when they played against us. And I do believe he got one. I'm not sure. I cannot remember. I think he had one good. No. In fact, when I watched one of his games, he hit the post. But he's got a very good run from midfield, and he can shoot from distance as well. So he's quite a good player, and I don't think you're going to spend 20 million and loan him straight back out. From what I'm hearing, he's going to be part of the first team next season, in place of who I don't know. Is a question.
Yeah.
It could just be
you're saying he's going to be the part of first teams. So then what happens to Gallagher, Loftus-Cheek and all these players? You have like around 8 midfielders.
That's a very good question, Herbert, and I wish it was a question I could answer. I really hope. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but there's a lot of talks going around now that it looks like Loftus-Cheek will be used in some deals to try and buy other players. I know they're trying to offer him to Leicester to get this Fofana deal over the line as part of it, and they've apparently, and he's also been offered to somewhere else. I mean, look, I don't know what's going to happen to Loftus-Cheek. I hope he doesn't go because I still think he's got something in him, but it depends on what Chelsea see they're going to do. It depends on what they're going to do with those wings. Like you said, we have too many midfielders in there now. So there's going to be a few's going to have to go. I can't see Kante going. I cannot see Jorginho going. Cover's not going to go anywhere. Obviously, so from what I'm understanding, Gallagher is very much a player Thomas Tuchel likes. So I can't see him going anywhere. Then you got this kid they just brought in now. Is it Chukwuemeka who's come in now? So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Man! Congratulations! You can even pronounce his last name. Wow! Herbert.
What about Gilmore?
Yeah.
What about Gilmore?
I've got a feeling he's going to be loaned out, Herbert, for another season.
I mean, see, this is where I am very concerned about your midfield because you have too many eights. I don't think you have a sitting six except for Jorginho. And if you're playing that double pivot, you need a, deep like playmaker. And except for Jorginho, you don't have anyone. So it is good to go for these kinds of players, but I don't know. I mean, you were in for Chukwuemeka as well. I mean, even if you got him, where are you going to play him? Like, I mean, he's like a younger version of Conte with a bit of more creativity. So I mean, I don't see a Jorginho replacement. That's why I'm very surprised that you didn't go for Declan Rice or someone of that mold, or even like a Ruben Neves.
Ruben Neves is linked with you guys, isn't he? Apparently 60 million, apparently. I heard today's news.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want him because if we get him, that means we are not going to get De Jong. So that's not really an option we want to explore.
De Jong is the interesting one here because it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this guy now because from what I'm hearing I was watching Sky Sports today, and from what they're saying, I think there's a lady presenter on Sky Sports. I think it's very much a Manchester United fan, Melissa Reddy. Her name is?
Yeah, she used to be a Liverpool correspondent, but now she's turned into a United one.
She's United, and she's very much on the factor. And I think even Damesh Sheikh, there's another one who very much seem to think that this deal for De Jong to Man United is very much on. But they're also saying don't be surprised if this goes towards the end of the transfer window. And if Chelsea decide they want to go in for this player, don't be surprised because apparently, from what I understand and I'm hearing, there's only two clubs he wants to go to, either Bayern Munich or Chelsea, and I think that's because of the Champions League factor. That could be the other reason why he might choose either one or the two. Now, Bayern Munich certainly don't want him, from what I understand, they don't want him. So Chelsea's the only option he's got there. So there's a possibility it's going to be a fight out between Man United and Chelsea. I don't know what it was from my understanding because it's Champions League football. Very much like he'll come to Chelsea, but if he's very much going to be in the project of Ten Hag's way of playing, he may end up going to obviously Man United because of the project Ten Hag's building there, and obviously because he's played under him before.
You know what I will say about this? I think you mentioned an interesting word there, like a fight out. I don't think there's a fight out. I think if Chelsea come, by the way, we have already agreed a fee of £66 million, raising to 80 million in add-on. So unless Chelsea can do, something better than that, and and they can get him, I think he will go to Chelsea. But and there is also a perspective because the Dutch manager Van Gaal said the best position for him is that kind of a back five where he can go box to box, and that's what you guys play. I mean, he plays best he plays his best football for the Dutch team, not for Barca, according to Van Gaal. And Chelsea are pretty much kind of like, not exactly like the Holland team, but they do play a back five. So I can see why he's into you. And, this will be much more good news because today Gary Neville tweeted that, someone told him when he was in Miami that De Jong prefers to go to Chelsea over United because of the Champions League. So I think the only pull we have is of the money and the manager because we don't really have the Champions League. So I won't be surprised if he comes to you, because United can always mess these up. And if I'm not wrong, you are all of a sudden you are linked to players like, Cucurella and Fofana. So, Chelsea have plans, backup plans.
No, I think with Chelsea's situation, a lot of. I'm not saying you were one of them, Herbert, but a lot of. I know some Chelsea fans were as well, but there was a lot of rival fans out there that completely wrote Chelsea off with this transfer window. They thought because of the new owners coming in, we were going to be one of those clubs that were just going to falter out of the top 4 race or out of the top 4 and not be amongst elite. That was never going to happen. I always had this confidence in my club that we were going to buy the players that we wanted, and it was just going to take a bit of time. Now this Chukwuemeka's coming, that Chukwuemeka, who's just come in now. Who knew about this guy? This is just a signing out of the blue. Now, apparently Thomas Tuchel spoke to him. Apparently, I heard it's I think it was last week. He spoke to him, or a week ago. So obviously there was something ongoing there. So obviously Thomas Tuchel has spoken to him. So it looks like he's got plans for him in this team for this season. But as in terms of our transfer business, it looks like we're not finished there, because from my understanding, Cucurella's not far off now. Fofana is still in the pipeline. Then also we got backups if they don't happen. There's Gabriel that's been mentioned as well. And again, and the other one that's been the one that surprises me out of all, and I don't think it's going to happen, because I do believe Real Madrid and Barcelona have got this one. Again, that kid from Brazil, Eldrick, he's another one that's come in the last couple of hours or so. He's been mentioned as well as a possibility of coming to Chelsea as well. So I don't think that deal will happen. I don't think it will happen.
What is the legal age for kids? To
was he 16, isn't he? Is he 16?
He's 16, but I don't know, because in the past we got in trouble, remember? With Bertrand Traore, and we got the ban because of signing underage stuff. So I don't know what is the new law and to get a kid from Brazil and in that age, I don't know. I'm not sure, but yeah. So people, let me read some comment here. Mr. Vasia.
I think Romano tweeted something about Chelsea. I mean, I don't know. It's something about the wonder kid you just signed. I don't know. You can check his tweet. He just tweeted now.
Yeah. So I'm here that he penned. You're talking about the Walker Peters or what? Oh, okay.
His guy name is Gabriel Slonina.
Okay, one more wonder kid for Chelsea. Official statement soon. Gabriel Slonina deal after contract signed last night, valid until 2028. Slonina deal followed Mr. Chuck. I don't know how to pronounce it, man.
Chukwuemeka.
Yeah, as a new Chelsea talent born in 2004 and 2003. So the future is bright for Chelsea. The question is, what are we going to do now? Because we need players now. Why are we focusing on wonder kid?
Well, the wonder kid is the goalkeeper, isn't it? I think he's going to go back on loan to Chicago Fire, and he's going to be coming back to Chelsea in January.
Okay.
So I think that's 6 years contract. I do believe he signed. And I do believe this Chukwuemeka has also signed a 6-year contract as well.
Yeah. Mr. Ice, not the blue ice, but we have another ice. Asked Wallo come. Oh no, he's a banter. You see, he bait people to pronounce his name, so he's saying something else. But man, you don't have to say that. He baited somebody to yeah, you know what I mean. So he's a banter, this one. Give Chukwuemeka a chance. You can call him. We can call him Chucks. Okay, yeah, we're gonna try that. Chelsea transfer finally happening. Let's see. 20 million. Here we go. And Mr. Vasia, I see your comment. I'm not trying. I try not to read them because people will clip and say you said it. You know what I mean? You know how it goes, right? So your comment is about Thomas Tuchel and you are offering some coaches to replace and all that. I respect your opinion. I just don't agree with you. I'm one of the people who criticize Thomas Tuchel heavily. I'm not afraid of saying that. But it's not because you criticize somebody that you want him out and bring somebody like Simeone in the team, because you're going to be suffering every single day with dead football and all that. I'm not a fan of Zinedine Zidane. And I don't know what Luis Enrique is gonna do to Chelsea. So yeah, I respect your opinion, but I don't really agree with you, if that makes sense. But it's okay to criticize, because I criticize him a lot too, and I'm not afraid of telling the truth, because the truth will set you free. You know what I mean? Ronaldo news according to what I read this morning is like, you have to keep an open mind, because Thomas Tuchel might change his mind the last minute or the last second, and he was like, you know what, let's go for Ronaldo or something, but nothing so far. Somebody say, all we want fans is Herbert. Why is your fan still on? Because there's always some kind of a lot of noise behind you. I try not to tell you because you're gonna leave, but I don't want you to leave. But it's always
no, it's fine, it's fine. I was on whatever. I was on unmute. That's why I forgot to mute it.
Okay, so yeah. Somebody say, please, it's true that we're gonna get Ronaldo this season. Still possible, but we don't know what's gonna happen. Tino Angren, Huddersfield, here we go. He already joined Huddersfield Town like 1,000 years ago, brother. What are you talking about? Boyle don't need to forget the academy as well, while building the future with new signings. Yeah, the academy, we're signing more wonder kids, while we have more wonder kids in the academy that not playing at all. So yeah, I kind of understand what you mean by that. Mr. Resurrection said that Thomas Tuchel slowly getting his own players. Yeah, nice to see, right? So no more excuses about Lukaku not being his choice and all that. Depay news. Actually, Fabrizio Romano tweeted that he's ready to leave, but his lawyers want 20 million or nothing else. 20 million fee to end his contract, or he's not moving from Barcelona. So Barcelona want to kick him out, take the number 9 shirt, give it to Robert Lewandowski, and that is not nice, because Memphis Depay been nice to Barcelona. He scored some important goals. And some people been saying that Thomas Tuchel apparently likes him. I don't know where they learned that from. But we're going to be linked with everybody under the sun, right? So Depay, as you can tell here from Romano, he said Barcelona and Depay lawyers are in negotiation. So it's got to the lawyers thing. So it looks like this brother is leaving, and he might leave on free or something, terminate his contract. Or if you want to go buy him, I think it's going to cost not much. Okay, he might cost you maybe 10 million or something. So I don't know if Chelsea will jump, or Manchester United or somebody is going to jump to the opportunity to sign the Dutchman.
I think that's a very interesting comment. I think it is by, let me just see. Yeah, it is by Mr. Some, I think it was, it was by Mr. Treasure. I think Presser, I can't pronounce his surname. He's saying like, funny we buy Wonder Kid, but we want to sell Levy Colwell and don't rate players like Gilmore. I was just thinking about this right now, because you were linked with, that Southampton right back. Kyle Walker-Peters.
Yes.
And didn't you loan Livramento to them? And he's like he's right back as well, isn't he? And now you want to buy Walker-Peters.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I think Chelsea can be excited by Wonder Kids, but then what they do is that they just loan them out and they buy another one.
That's the problem, though.
Never get the chance.
We've been farming many of them. Fiabima, Carstadine, so many of them. In the last few years, we had tons of them, like from Sweden, from whatever, Russia, everywhere. Like the next big thing coming on the market. We jump, we buy them, we farm them in the academy level. And some of them actually been playing like men football in their countries, like they're already playing like in the first division in their countries, playing like men football. And you bring them to play in the academy with a bunch of kids, and then he's gonna kill his confidence. So the money we gave them from the academy is like miles bigger than what they got from their countries, but we don't give them a chance in the first team. There is no path, and it's not me promoting 11 academy products here, but I'm just wondering myself, like, what the point, you know, like what the point at the end.
Do you know what I think, Orgs? I think this time I get where you're coming from, and that's a very, very, very fair argument, and what you're saying, or fair opinion, what you think. Herbert is right as well. I do believe with the old ownership under Roman, I do believe that was the situation. You know, kids were being bought, not given the opportunity. There was no pathway to the first team. I do believe with this new owners, if you heard his vision when he came to Chelsea, what he did say when he came is he wanted to make the ladies team stronger. He wanted to carry on building the youth academy players and getting these players to come through. Okay, I believe this time round we will see these academy players come through. If they're good enough to play for Chelsea and they're good enough in that youth team, I do believe they will come through. And I think this time round, I think you will see some of these youngsters given the opportunity to play. Since when have you ever known Chelsea to go and buy a £20 million youngster, okay, and then say, oh, you got to loan him out? I mean, I don't think I've ever come across that before. I mean, maybe Herbert might remind me on some. I don't know. Any people in the comments might be able to remind me, but I've never known Chelsea to go and buy a youngster for this amount of money, and then say to him, "You're not good enough to come into the first team." He's given him he's given him quite a long contract. I do believe this kid was playing. He got into the Villa first team. I think the last couple of games towards the last half of the season when he came free, he was getting into the Villa team then. I believe he would have not come to Chelsea if he did not think there was a pathway through into the first team. Now, he could have gone, people say it could have been because of the money. I for one think, he would have, if he was good enough, Dortmund really wanted him. And if it got to the stage where this kid wants to play football and and he's only and that's all he's thinking about, not so much the cash. I think he's come for both the situation. He's come to Chelsea, not just obviously he's going to obviously get paid well. I do believe he believes he's going to get the opportunity, and that situation is he spoke to Thomas Tuchel as well. Thomas Tuchel's spoken to him already as well. So for me, we obviously don't know what that conversation was. Obviously, it's behind closed doors. There's a conversation between him and Thomas Tuchel. He must have said something to make him come to Chelsea, because I don't think a kid like that would have, knowing the talent that he's got, would just waste his time. If you think about the opportunities he could have had Liverpool, and I'd have thought Gerrard would have probably wanted to get him to go to Liverpool because of his obviously playing for Liverpool, being a legend and the connection to Liverpool. I would have thought you'd have let him go to Liverpool with 1 year left on his contract. Or then you've got Dortmund, and you've got Milan, and obviously who's the other team? And Barcelona. And none of these teams were willing to pay that kind of money for him. Chelsea obviously went in there and said, okay, we believe in this kid, we're going to give you 20 million for him. And he's obviously he's been given some kind of a talk of a pathway to the Chelsea first team. So I believe this season he might see him come in this season, and Chelsea run things slightly different. Now, I might be wrong. Come the end of the season, it might still be the same scenario. I don't know. But I do believe Thomas Tuchel will give these guys a chance if they're good enough to play. And I for one, think that this kid, from what I've seen of him, clips I've seen of him, well, when I say simple, not just clips, but seeing him play for Villa when he's gone into some games, he looks quite a good prospect. And, and I do believe he will get the opportunity at Chelsea.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope that the captain of England, under whatever age it is going to have an opportunity to show what he can do at Chelsea. But when you bring him, and then some people need to go out, and Billy Gilmour should be worrying about his position and his long-term stay at Chelsea Football Club. And Herbert was talking about Livramento. Livramento is another young that we put like 20 million buyback clause, but unfortunately, literally the last game of the season, last season, he got an ACL injury. Said 19 years on, only almost 20. A bowler. He was playing week in, week out. He was one of the best, I think, and that is just my own thinking. If he was 100% fit, we were not going to be worrying about Dumfries and Peter Walker and or Walker Peter and other people from that position. I think probably we were going just to activate his release clause. 20 million, you bring him back so he can compete with Reece James. Some other people have been asking, how about Lamptey? Lamptey is one of those kids that we trained from the academy. Lampard gave him a debut. The problem with him is that he got a lot of injuries. We don't have a buyback clause for Lamptey, but we have some kind of first refusal, or we're gonna have a percentage if he's sold. We're gonna get some money. So if Lamptey was like fit 100%, I think Chelsea were going to try to make some kind of deals and bring him back home. So we find ourselves in the position where two of our brightest wing backs / whatever position you're gonna put them are injury prone somehow, and we can't bring them back. So that's why we have to go out there and search for other wonder kids from all over the world. So I hope answer to some people's questions. So Herbert, you've been talking about you agreed fee on somebody.
Yeah, we have agreed a fee with Barcelona for De Jong like 3 weeks back. I told you before. We agreed a fee of 66 million pounds with 20 million on add-ons, but we haven't agreed personal terms with De Jong himself because obviously he wants his wages and he doesn't want to come apparently United. He hasn't said himself. There are just rumors and unofficial people telling. There isn't any credible like Ornstein and Romano who have said that De Jong doesn't want to come. Just people are they have to say, because if De Jong says I'm ready to join United, then Barca will be like, okay, then we are not paying you, go and ask United. So we have agreed a fee, but again this is like the 13th week now we have entered with the De Jong deal, and I think it will drag on.
Is he the only player you guys are currently looking at, Herbert? I mean, is there other players you got? I know Anthony's been mentioned. What's the situation with him?
Yeah, problem with Antony is that since Ajax have sold so many players and United have been waiting like till the end, they have increased their price. Our only positive we are hanging on Antony is because he wants to come. He's desperate to join Ten Hag. He was supposed to be our first signing actually under Ten Hag for 50 million. But with United, we are not like that. We don't do deals quick, if you miss out on how Chelsea did, if they miss out on Koundé, next day they're linked with Fofana. We don't do that. So now we are waited and they have put 100 million price tag on him, which has angered the representatives of Antony. So there is still hope, but the credible people from Ajax, they are saying he is not going to be sold. He's very much part of the next season, and he played last week and he was kissing the badge and all that kind of stuff. So,
wow,
it's a very difficult deal. I wouldn't be. Look, speaking about wingers, this was something I think I linked with the question you asked. Who was the last Chelsea player Chelsea spent a lot of money on, like a wonder kid. This player is not exactly that, but you did spend lots of money on Callum Hudson-Odoi when he was linked with Bayern. You gave him a 120 grand a week contract, and I'm seeing rumors that he doesn't want to be there because obviously Tuchel doesn't rate him. So now you guys have a problem. Ziyech doesn't want to be there, Hudson-Odoi doesn't want to be there, and Pulisic is having problems. So your front three is basically Sterling, Havertz, and Mount, and you don't really have anyone on the backup who wants to play. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are in for Antony.
I'll be honest with you, the Callum Hudson-Odoi chat is a very, very new one to me. I know Hakim Ziyech and Timo Werner were the two that were mentioned about going. Callum Hudson-Odoi, from what I understand, wants to stay and fight for his place. And from what I've heard from various, it depends on what you listen to and various people are saying. I know Newcastle have been linked with him, but apparently Chelsea have basically come out and said that Tuchel is basically trying to block that move from happening because he doesn't want him to go. He very much thinks he's going to be very much part of the team next season. So
for me,
I don't know.
If I have to be really honest here, I'm at the point when I want to let him go play football a full season.
Yeah,
probably on loan, like week in, week out. Look how he looks older now. He put some muscles. He's working very hard. If you play him from his natural position somewhere, he's gonna do some damage, like some serious damage for a season, and see how he goes from there. I'm sick and tired, and I feel sorry. I'm sad when I see him on the bench waiting just in case somebody get injured. So I'm at the point, and some people would tell me like, you have an agenda against Chelsea if you want players to go on loan and all that. But listen, I have my opinion. I don't insult anybody. All I'm saying is that it's better for me for the boy to play football week in, week out and develop than see him sitting and waiting just in case of injuries. I know we had a lot of injuries last season. It doesn't mean that we're going to have the same injuries this season. And he's not, literally when Sterling is fit, he's not going to play. You need to wait for somebody. And now we are buying Chile. We have Chile and we have that Cucurella. So if we have to play him even a wing back from the left-hand side and then it's blocked over there, the other side, you have James and you are working on Walker Peters and you're working on people who are specialists in that position. And then his time is just diminishing, just becoming like a super sub or something. And I don't want to see a 21 years old becoming a super sub in that age when he can develop and become somebody. So that is my position about all this. So we signed this guy here, is reminding us how many wonder kid we signed so far. Talked about Eddie Beach, which is Beach is his name, by the way. It's not like me having a laugh here, but his name is Eddie Beach. He's also a goalkeeper that we bought from Southampton. Omari is the guy that we bought from Arsenal, another wonder kid, 18 years old. And then we have this Mr. Chuck here from Aston Villa, 18 years old. Gabriel Slonina from Chicago Fire, 18 years old. So we are building for the future. I just hope that we can have a plan of bringing one by one, put them around the first team and see if they're gonna make it. Go on, DJ.
No, I was just going to say, bro. I think we've also got another kid. Did we not also sign another kid from Brighton as well?
Yeah, I heard. I forgot even his name. No, he's
another one.
Yeah,
I forgot the kid's name. Is it not Richard? Is it Richard? No, it's not him.
Yeah,
I forgot the kid's name. I know we signed someone from Brighton. The guy from Arsenal's a winger. I know he's a winger that we bought.
He's already on loan. What I heard is like he's gonna live on loan. So the future looks great if we give the manager the time, because sometimes manager are under pressure of performing and delivering. So if you want him to promote more kids, and then you have to give him more time in order for those kids to perform, because kids, you know what you got from kids, sometimes they don't have a strong mentality to get you over the line. So you give the manager the time, and you also impose some of our academy to be promoted, because look at how much money we are spending on those kids and how good they are. In the right system, the right coaching, I think we will see Chelsea in another level and for long term. The problem, what people don't understand is, when we buy finished article, it's just to do the job. They're gonna get you a cup here and there. But when you trust youth for the future, you build success for a long period of time. But that is not even a message to send in the Chelsea community. But yeah, it is what it is, people. So welcome to Gabriel Slonina Gaga, and back again in Chicago. Now I started watching every game of Chicago Fire in the MLS just to see how he's gonna do. So I will continue to watch him until January, and January probably Mendy. Watch out! You have another Donnarumma here to fight you for your place, so you have to improve, because Mendy, oh my goodness, Mendy is not the Mendy that we knew like a couple of seasons ago. So yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, I've
people.
also heard... Sorry, go on, Oaks. Go on.
Yeah, I'm just
I was
looking for something to say. So if you have something, you have to.
No, I was just gonna say. I don't know if you saw some news is coming out regarding Emerson Palmieri. Apparently, they've had I do believe a loan offer's been accepted for him to go on loan to Lazio. I do believe.
Oh, to play for Sarri. Okay.
So sorry, I'm not sure how concrete that is. There's only a few reports that are saying it, but I don't know if they're tier ones or not. And there's also saw some tweet going. I think someone's put it in the comment section about Malang Sarr. I do believe an agreement's been in place for Monaco, 12 million agreement in place for him to go on loan or something like that. Again, after they didn't sell us Tchouameni, mate, we're gonna do business with them and give him Malang Sarr. Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Simon Phillips here is talking about, honestly, he cannot vouch for this guy enough because he been compared to Paul Pogba, Jude Bellingham and all that. But at the end of the day, Paul Pogba, Jude Bellingham are in the level they are at just because somebody trusted them and somebody gave them opportunity to play, make mistakes and learn. That's what Chelsea community don't understand. Every time you try to talk about a kid, stop hyping, they are not good enough, let go buy Jude Bellingham. And you forget that Jude Bellingham actually was bought by Borussia Dortmund when he was 16 and started every single week. And look at his level. The only way a young player can develop is to play games and make mistakes and learn. So if we're going to give him time, I'm not going to hype or talk much, but if you bring him, you promise him to play football and then play him. And then I don't want to see him only like league, like cup games here and there, Carabao Cup in February, March or something like that. Give him a real test with real men on the pitch. You are winning 3-0. You have nothing to lose anymore. Put the kid there. Give him an opportunity to experience, to feel it and develop. So yeah, it's okay to say, to praise the kid that's as successful around the world. Look at Mbappe, Messi, but you have to understand also the process it takes for that kid to be in that level. People, you can call us. You can come join us here. If you have a breaking news to share with us, feel free to do so. Yeah.
I've just got some news. It also involves Herbert's club as well and Chelsea. It looks like both Chelsea and Manchester United. Another one. I feel so sorry for Leicester at the moment. apparently
another
Chelsea,
one from Leicester City.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Amongst a number of clubs reportedly monitoring Jamie Vardy's situation at Leicester, both Chelsea and Man United.
What do you think about Jamie Vardy to Chelsea?
Isn't he like 100 years old now? I mean, I've been seeing this guy play since, I don't know. I mean,
Ross Barkley. Oh, yeah, go on. What do you think about Vardy to Chelsea, DJ?
Listen, for me, look, I look at him and think, would he be a good guy to come in for experience? Because obviously we've got rid of Lukaku, we need someone. Obviously, it looks like Mr. Werner's leaving. So, you know, would he be the kind of guy that could come in? I mean, it looks like Thomas Tuchel is looking in the Premiership. He's looking for the experienced players to come in. He could be one that could come in. I mean, even at his age, but I just cannot see for the life of me Leicester selling. Let's be honest, mate. They're selling half their team. If Fofana leaves and comes to Chelsea, that's one. Then you're talking about the midfielder going to Newcastle. I forget his name. I forgot the midfielder's name going to Newcastle.
John Madison.
And then you're talking about their striker also going. I for one could not see it for the life of me. I think if that was to be the case and Leicester don't do it, Brendan Rodgers I think will just quit Leicester City.
You got a point there. You got a point. The guy came to build a team, and then all of a sudden everybody's leaving, and he won you 2 trophies, okay, and then all of a sudden everybody is leaving. That is gonna be very tough on him. So yeah, I completely understand what you mean. You got a point right there. If I was Rodgers, they are not buying anybody. Everybody is leaving. What the point of me being there, you know? Ice is in the house, and we signed another brother. His name is...
Fantastic signing, man.
Okay,
Carney Chukwuemeka. Carney
You
Chukwuemeka.
said, wow, look. Say it again. His last name.
First name Carney, last name Chukwuemeka.
Oh my
signing,
goodness.
top prospect.
Chukwuemeka.
Chukwuemeka. God has done something great for me. That's what the name means.
Okay.
Fantastic. I've been watching this kid for a long time.
Chukwuemeka, wow.
Long. He's about 6'2", 6'3".
Which is
So
tall, yeah.
I can see this kid. My goodness, I just hope we can use him in the right way, like Oggs, like you were saying. If we can use him in the right way and exploit him in that, I'm hoping he can steal some games in the first team. Steven Gerrard believes in the guy, but Steven Gerrard couldn't give him all the minutes, just considering the composition of his midfield as it stands. But yeah.
And
really
why are you
up.
coming to Chelsea when we literally don't give any minute to anybody? What is the deal here?
It's a risky move, but high risk, high reward. If you don't take risk in life,
you're gonna risk on the bench, right? And people will.
True. Yeah, he's gonna risk on the bench, but the thing is, it's all about chances. If you take your chance.
Come on, when you sit on the bench, he's too good to be on the bench, in my opinion.
No, he's gonna go through the. How do you know he's too good? Oggs, you don't even know about this.
No, what I see is like he's a bowler. So he's too good to be on the bench in the sense that he need to play week in, week out. People are calling on Jude Bell. Listen,
who is saying that?
Let me finish.
Play week in, week out. No.
Let me finish. In that age, right? Yeah. Like everybody's been suggesting us to go for Jude Bellingham. They are giving example of Paul Balabile. But all I say is those kids, if you don't give them a chance to play week in, week out, they were not going to be in that level. I'm not saying a Chelsea football club he need to play week in, week out, but he's older than his age. So probably was going to be teams like Dortmund or some teams that will give him that opportunity to develop, because he's gonna take a step.
He can do it on our he can do it on our what is it called?
Academy?
On our payroll. He can do it on our payroll if he's gonna go on loan somewhere else. But the thing is, listen, this kid is going to want to try to get into the first 11, right? So he's going to do what every other kid tries to do. He's probably going to get a chance here and a chance there. He's maybe going to get very few and far between, which is what every kid coming into our first 11 should expect. But the thing is, if you're given little time, it is what you do with the little time that matters. And that is the reason why Steven Gerrard gave this guy little time, and the guy... He almost forced his way into the starting 11, almost, but it's hard. There was Grealish, there was I think what's his name? There was Grealish. There was a time he played behind Grealish, Barkley, and what's the other guy in their midfield? Can somebody please remind me?
I don't know.
Good. Top guy.
Yeah.
McGivin. And what's his name?
No. I know who you're talking about. McGinn,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Scott McGinn.
Yeah, you're playing McGinn is a bad boy now. McGinn is an established Premier League top midfielder. So I mean, this kid I think he made the right move coming to Chelsea. Now, Oggs, I know where your fear is because of Chelsea's track record with the kids. But hey man, if you don't risk it, you're not gonna make it in life. And the
problem he need to be given equal opportunity. What I'm saying is just okay, don't make him sit on the bench until waiting for a cup game in February and train. You don't learn anything from training. Give him some real challenge in real games in the Premier League. But at Chelsea Football Club, we just wait for somebody to break a leg, or we are in some kind of crisis in order to put somebody there. Even when we are leading comfortably, we just don't trust kid. And I hope and pray that he made sure that he talked to Thomas Tuchel before anything and say, what you got for me? Okay, what am I going to do in your system? And make sure that you're coming to play football and not sent to play with a bunch of kids in the academy because he's too good. He's too old in his age to be in the academy level. This is the time that he needs to start bowling and prove the world that he can do it.
The thing is, yeah, exactly. Nobody's going to. I mean, you have to read between the lines before you sign the dotted line. And he has an agent and he has parents. And this is not a meeting that was held on that one day. You can tell that the discussions have been going for a very long time. What really gets me excited is the fact that somebody actually has an eye for talent in somewhere upstairs at Cobham.
Tell us more about it.
No, it looks like somebody does have an eye for talent because this Chukwuemeka.
But you always sell that talent, Blue Eyes. You always sell that talent.
That's okay.
We always have talent. We don't develop them. Yeah.
It's okay. It's the eye for talent that matters, right? So many are called and a few are chosen. So we can gather all the talent that we want, but it's a few that will do the job that we want. And if we can make money with the rest, why not? That's why you're called a club. You're an enterprise. We're not here to hold hands and sing Kumbaya. Understand?
Kumbaya.
Yeah,
this guy. Yeah.
Kumbaya.
No, you know what I mean. This is
I know what you mean, bro. This is what you said about him. Say Kumbaya.
Business. So
So Blue Eyes.
Yes, go ahead.
You agree with Chelsea going for Walker Peters when you already gave them Livramento, who came from your academy?
Good question.
Who's Walker Peters? Who's that?
From Southampton.
Southampton's right back, the player you're after.
Who are we after? Who says we're after Walker Peters?
Fabrizio Romano.
You're after Walker Peters. Fabrizio Romano said it.
Yeah. Walker Peters, dude. Walker Peters. What happened to Dumfries?
Yeah, good question too. So why are we all over the world? Why are we all over the world when we have?
Yeah, unless we're doing it for squad depth, but I don't get it for squad. Walker Peters, I didn't hear this. He's not bad. Actually, yeah, I can see it. He's not bad.
Yeah, but do you agree with it? Do you agree with the process of selling your academy players to a club and then buying their players?
Bro, you can't. If you did everything based on hindsight, you're not going to go anywhere in life.
Okay, this player you bought.
Hold on.
Player you bought for 20 million. If you have to rank him on your midfielders, where do you think he will be?
Let me ask you a question. Yeah. I don't know when you started watching football, but do you remember when Barcelona lost Ronaldinho? I don't know if you remember. You probably I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. We were linked with them. Yeah.
You remember when Barcelona lost Ronaldinho, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Remember what the world was saying about Barcelona?
Because Messi came and destroyed the competition.
A business decision is a business decision. You can't kill yourself. You can't come and kill yourself because
but Barcelona replaced them with their youngsters in La Masia.
What I'm saying with Livramento,
that's the problem.
Since Livramento left, didn't we win a Champions League?
No, the same year he left. I mean, he never even played in the senior level. What Harvard is trying to say is that why go buy other kid while you have bowlers that you don't give a chance. Let me say hi to Mr. Victor in the house.
I'll be right back, Ox. Let me run back into the office. Give me about 10, 15
no
minutes.
problem. Take your time, bro. Take your time, Victor.
Hi, how are you, family?
Yeah, we are here. We are signing Wonder Kid from all over the world.
Yeah, is he going to play? I mean, that's the thing. I mean, for me, you can get whoever you want. When we tag these players as kids, you know where it's headed in the story of Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
Are they coming to walk in and be given a chance to play even when Jorginho is actually making us?
There we go, Jorginho again. the first name this guy is gonna throw there is Jorginho. What's wrong, bro? Did you fight with Jorginho for a girlfriend or something? I don't understand you.
No. He defined our team and he's not doing very well. I mean,
okay.
What I'm saying is this. Why do we go for the end? The thing is, this Chelsea is the only club that is linked with 5,000 players this year. It's like we don't even know who is authentic, the legitimate, which one has happened, where the targets are. I know that some of it has to be done in secrecy. But we are on open book, man. Everybody knows our business. Wherever you turn, Chelsea wants this player, and it's always a different player. We are linked with 5, 6, 7, 8 players at a time. And then we went and get us. We go in. The ones that are confirmed are young people, and you know where young people will end up in our club. So that is where the problem is for me. I was hoping to get up this morning and see Cucurella sign. Fofana talks advanced. Maybe get in somebody that will actually score the goals also, because I don't know what kind of coach is this, that the only reinforcement he keeps harping on are the back 4 or the back 3 and the goalkeeper. We don't hear him talking of any length and enthusiasm of our forward line when they are the ones that have to score, and we don't have any confidence in the ones we have right now.
Okay. Let me ask you something. Have you watched this brother here, Mr. I don't know, Chukwuemeka? Have you watched him? Do you know much about him? Do you think he can force his way to the first team?
Yes, tremendous. I mean, yes. I just saw a little bit of a clip from him. He is adequate. He can come in and push the midfield if he will be given the chance. Now the thing is this: that is the thing. He will not be given the chance though at Chelsea. Already they are talking about, it's all signed, it's all good, and he's coming onto the team. But we all know that we are not excited about him because we know he's not going to get first team, or at least the first 11 pick, or but give these kids a chance.
Yeah.
To prove themselves. And they are younger. They have fire in their belly. And they want to prove something. Give them a chance.
Victor, yeah. I actually think this kid will get a chance. I don't think you go and spend 20 million on a youngster to leave him out on the bench or leave him in the reserves. I really think that
we left a $98 million player on the bench.
I get I get that. No, this is. I know we're talking about the car. I know what you're saying. We're talking about the car. We're talking about this kid that we're just talking about this kid that we just signed. I'm talking about this kid we just signed.
Lukaku is a dead food.
It's a different. Lukaku's a different argument for another day, bro.
But when I say leave on the bench, it doesn't just happen that he doesn't get the chance to play. The reason why it happens is a trend. You put him in the match, he doesn't do very well, but nobody persists on these players. Like, put him in there. If he doesn't prove his worth the one game, okay, why? Give him another chance.
Do you think this guy could be just the creator midfielder that we've been looking for?
Yes.
I haven't really checked like his range of passing and all that.
You have to. He is explosive. He is creative. And he's at the least he will give us. He's going to tackle. He's a presence in the midfield. He's much more of a presence than Jorginho ever will.
Oh, my goodness me.
No.
Jorginho in this one first, bro.
No. I even Kovacic. I mean, he's comparable.
What's wrong with this brother?
No. He's comparable.
Okay. I'm gonna just call your wife and bring some water for you, bro. Take some water, okay? Drink some water.
I am serious.
Bring some water to this brother. Yeah.
I'm
okay.
Serious. So I think the reason why I'm saying this is it's a pattern. It's not like one game he will just get it. No. Just give him. If you invest in a player like that, you have to also invest what is called trust.
Yeah. I agree.
Very, very important. And it boosts the confidence of the player, even when they don't do well. Just coach them, put them back in, and correct their mistakes so that they can build on it. You don't just put them in, and if they don't do well, you kick them out. The reason why this coach doesn't have a good track record for me is the way he treated
youngsters.
Hassan-Odoi. You know what I mean? He put the guy in.
Somebody answer you here and saying that we are not a mid-table club. We are not there to test talent.
What are the talent that we have now? What are we getting out of them? We are all frustrated every day. I mean, the thing is, if he was doing very well with his selection and the personnel we have here right now are amazing, and they are scoring left and right, we are winning titles here left, then you say, okay, his philosophy, whatever, the way he does his things is fine. But right now, we are not seeing immense success, even though our investment is comparable. So you have to give others a chance, because all they have to go in there, somebody like Gallagher, all he has to do is go into the team, go onto the field, and score 2 or 3 goals in maybe 4 or 5 games. His confidence is already established.
Yeah.
And he will that is all it is. And this is something in the psychological aspect of the game. as important as the physical aspect of the game. And this is something that the coach should know, so that he knows that I have to make sure these kids are gathering confidence as they're going. So he should be getting a chance. He should get a chance. Like somebody just said, Phil just said, Blue just said, you don't buy a 20,000 player and put him on the bench. But this is Chelsea. We have people.
Yeah, we've done it over and over again. So this is the Chelsea thing, bro. Where we bench people. Hopefully now it's gonna be a huge difference, because you do that, you're gonna lose money, and people are investing their money on Chelsea. We don't have Abramovic anymore, so you have to be careful. Now we have to use our own resources, and that could be the way to go in the future. So let's wait and see what's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm trying to watch some of the clips here from that guy, but he looks good, you know, as a YouTube.
Judging by the clips, Kai looks good. Kai Havertz was scoring.
Yeah, Timo Werner.
You saw Kai Havertz clips, you thought he was gonna come in and carry the entire team on his shoulder. The clips, they do very well with the clip. They have professionals that do that, and it's very deceptive. They come in and you.
So, do you just join us? Do you have any news from the Cucurella guy? You know, I'm still worried until the last minute, because I feel it at the back of my mind is like City could just come out of the blue and pay the money and then get him, as he already agreed everything with City and he agreed everything with Chelsea. Now it's still between clubs. So if City come out of the blue and boom, I don't want it to take 48 more hours. It's just too much, man. It's scary. What do you think about it?
Yesterday I heard that as soon as Cucurella's the idea of him coming to Chelsea was announced. I heard that Barcelona had activated more of their stocks to sell $120 million worth, and I knew that maybe Barcelona is like, Chelsea wants this player, and this player had an interest in coming to Barcelona. This is the time for us to go and grab him right now, Cucurella. So I was like, okay, Barcelona is coming after this player again, another player of ours. It's true. I mean, it's not done until it's done here when it comes to these players, right? Because everybody, as we get to talk about them, I'm sure they are sitting there when they are not on the field training. All they do is be on the phone and check the possibilities. And they always have to check on what is good for them first. And if they don't want to live in London, they don't want to come and join the team, and then there's another interest somewhere, they will go. So we all have to keep our fingers crossed until they've really signed on the dotted line.
Yeah,
as it were.
You are absolutely right. So let me answer to Perpetual Richard. She's our sister in the community. We don't agree always because we have different views, but that's what football is all about. That football, why it's beautiful. So she's saying here that how many talent Pep Guardiola, let me start by the first one. How many talent did Pep Guardiola use in City or Bayern Munich? And then I continue reading some of her comment. I also wanted academy to prosper, but you guys are just making it look like he is the worst manager. I don't think we mentioned Thomas Tuchel or any manager here. We're talking about the Chelsea thing. You know, Thomas Tuchel inherited it like what is happening for years, like beside the Lampard, you know, it was all John Terry in 20 years. So we're talking about the culture at Chelsea. Nobody particularly pointed Thomas Tuchel here, as I don't remember anybody like saying anything about Thomas Tuchel, if that is your concern here. And let me continue. Okay, yeah, and yeah, I think you got. That is the answer from me, that we're not trying to like throw Thomas Tuchel under the bus, because the culture at the club doesn't have anything to do with him. And when he joined Borussia Dortmund, he worked with a lot of youngsters because it was the culture over there. That makes sense. Like at Borussia Dortmund, when you sign there, you're not responsible of signing anybody. The board will bring you the most talented youngsters around the world. You work this with them. You agree to work with them or nothing. It doesn't mean necessarily that Thomas Tuchel is good with the youngsters, but the environment, it's by default. You found them already there. You work with them. It's completely different than promoting a young player, because people make that same mistake saying, "Oh, look at Pulisic, look at Ousmane Dembele." No, he didn't promote them. He worked with them because that is what he was supposed to do. But when he was given a chance to bring some of the youngsters, in Kuku, for example, at PSG, Diallo, some very talented youngsters at PSG, he didn't even give them a sniff in the first team. And at Chelsea, he hasn't, but we hope he can do it. So that is not criticizing anybody, it's just stating fact. So we're not attacking anybody here, we are attacking the culture, because this guy here, he deserves few games here and there, real games, real rotation in the team to develop a young man. That's what they need. So, and yeah, somebody wanted to jump to say something.
And I think here, and if I'm not talking out of turn here, but I would like to say real quick here that I do not know the percentage, but I think that the English football might be, well, the Premier League might be one of the few leagues that really attract a lot of foreigners. And to attract a lot of foreigners necessarily mean that you will be getting the best out of each country or wherever it is that they come from. And if you are getting the best of the best, then it means that each team can field great players, and you dare not, only try your academy players when you could compete with that, if you need to compete with the other teams. So if you have all of these foreign players coming in and they tend to be the best because they are from the national teams of the various nationalities, then you are compelled as a coach, especially if people are asking for instant success, like we do at Chelsea, and it's incumbent on you to play the ones that will give you instant results. So it's not like Germany or other places where, they will give you a little bit of time, even though Dortmund, I don't think Dortmund would need success instantly at the same time. But in England, I think you need to register some success on the board. But notwithstanding that, then one will ask, if that is the case, then don't establish an academy. Because the idea is to build an academy out. Of course, we all know that academy is not only there as a feeder for only the main team, but that is the idea in theory, that you have an academy to make sure that you could occasionally pull from it, and add to the team that the team you have already established. So I feel like if we are not using it, that's why Lampard was trying to inculcate a new philosophy at Chelsea. He said, we have the academy for a reason. Let us make this club an academy base, at least halfway through, give them success, encourage them, and you will see that, first of all, it saves a ton of money. And second of all, you encourage these, and they all become homegrown. So you don't have issues with that aspect of things. And it becomes a philosophy of the culture. In fact, that's the word we are using now, the culture of the club, that you do use some of your academy players. But if out of all the 13 or 14 coaches in the Abramovic era, only he was the one that was interested in the academy, that is a very bad record.
So people, if you want to help us out, please let's get to 100 likes. So many people, over 100 people watching right now. If everybody can just push that like button 1 second, and let's get as soon as we can to 100 likes. And don't forget that we always put the link for everybody to call. You don't have to pay money or anything. All you have to do is just to click that link and come join us and have your voice heard. Send your questions, because you give us more energy and more something to say. So the energy from you is going to allow us to be a little longer or just cut the show short. So give us some energy, some likes or some dislikes, because everything counts on YouTube, by the way. You dislike, it count. It's called engagement. So you can dislike or like, it just helps. So do it, and let's keep the conversation going. Let me read some comment very quickly. not with the same status. Chelsea is not a realistic goal. So we have my brother Hussein from Canada just join us. Hussein, what do you have to say, brother?
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hi, DJ. Hi, Herbert.
Hey, big up, Hussein. How
Big
are you,
up,
bro?
big
You
up.
all right?
Good, bro. Good, bro. How are you?
Cool. Not bad, mate. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, so I just want to say on this Chukwuemeka signing, I haven't seen the player play, but he's very physical. He's very strong. And I'm thinking if he can play at the centre-back position. I don't know if he has played
Centre-back?
there before.
Come on, bro. You're going to kill him. The guy is a bowler. He likes to score. He likes to dribble. He likes to assist. I mean,
But isn't he a defensive mid?
I don't know
He's a
what.
midfielder. He's an 8. He's an 8.
He's a number 8, bro. You put him as in that position. No, that means just keep Levi in that one. Let Levi fight for the defensive thing, right? You play this guy in the defense. You kill him. That's
No,
it.
but look, we have so many midfielders. So I'm just thinking maybe Tuchel bought him to convert him into a centre back.
Well, probably, we have too many, but Tuchel might have an idea. Might think everybody is not gonna suit what he's trying to do, and this guy is gonna do it. We are getting rid of people just not because they are bad. It's just because they don't suit what the manager want. So probably it could be another case of another Thomas Tuchel choice instead.
Yeah, but I can envision him playing right centre back because he likes to drive with the ball as well, and our centre backs are fairly attacking, especially the wide centre backs.
Yeah, pretty attacking, but not doing anything in the final third. We're looking somebody who can attack and who can have some end product or something. I don't know, but.
And one more thing, would you have Memphis Depay at Chelsea?
Yeah, DJ. Anybody Depay to Chelsea?
Depay to Chelsea. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I think he's a good player. I understand. Apparently, Barcelona are going to be ripping up his contract, so I think he'll be able to come on a free. I do believe. Would he come and do a job at Chelsea? Then I'm thinking, if he does that mean you completely stop Callum Hudson-Odoi from coming into that team full on? Then I don't know. I don't. I think he's okay. I think he's a good player to come in, but at the same time, I think there is better out there than him. But for a free transfer, I can't argue with it, I guess.
Mr. Victor, Memphis Depay.
I like anybody that is better than Kai Havertz and can score goals and can help the attacking force. Right now, we all know that it is a secret. Nobody wants to admit that Kai Havertz is featuring on failure. I know that he's only 23, but do you see a player in there? Is there a potential for this guy to lead our attack? Really? When our opponents are fielding the likes of Younes and Haaland? No. We all know that he's not capable. Even the number 10 that he says that he is, if you put him there, it means that he has to create and score every now and then, has the ability to shoot, add on to the attack, really take on players. The guy tried to take on a player the other day and he dislocated his shoulder.
Come on.
You know what I mean? So we know that we are not going to get any real force from him. I mean, if we are talking about Chelsea, we have the likes. Well, I mean, we have not been very, very good in the area of the striker. But if Didier Drogba is the benchmark, I mean, Kai Havertz is nowhere there yet. So I don't know why this coach has invested so much in trying to push this guy to the number 10. If he's a skillful and a very smooth player, then put him back a little bit, let him play his number 10 and add on to the creative area and find somebody to actually lead the attack. We are Chelsea. We need a strong somebody that will get you a guaranteed 20-25 goals. Now, if Depay is going to do it, then you have to give him the chance. At least it's free. You always have to pay his wages so that if there is a failure down the line, then you don't really cry because you just did that with. Chelsea at the moment are not in any position at all to invest a huge sum of money in a striker.
it will dampen the because of what happened, singularly because of what happened with Lukaku. It's almost like we are telling the whole world that if you are a great striker and we invest in you, you are sure to come in and fail. And it's a bad reputation. So we have to find somebody that is free so that they come in without any expectation at all to score. And if they start,
so somebody is asking in the chat actually a very good question. Let me pull it on the screen. He said, does anything excite you? Does anything impresses you at Chelsea Football Club? Like anything? Victor, that is your question. I know what he's asking because he thinks that you've been very negative or something. So I don't know. Does everything impresses you at Chelsea?
Yes,
what we're doing?
Yes.
Like what?
Something that impresses me. That is exciting football. I'd rather play football that is exciting to watch and lose every now and then. We play the game we play right now is not interesting. Even when we are leading, folks. When we are leading, we are sitting on pins and needles. We can't wait. We cannot wait for the final whistle to go. Is that the way to enjoy football? When we win, it's not emphatic. When we lose, it's miserable. We hardly have comebacks in Chelsea now. We are not saying, okay, we are down by 2 or 3, and we're going to come back and score and maybe even beat the opponent. We don't have great nights at Chelsea anymore. So, and we used to. So I'm not saying that right now. Yeah, I do not necessarily. I want improvement. I want us to be over and above because the investments are equal. If you spend the same money that Liverpool is spending, you spend the same money that City is spending, but they are miles ahead of you, 10, 20, 19 points. It is incumbent on the fans to demand better and not settle for mediocrity. And that is what is happening in our team. If you are going to tell me that this attacking force is enough, you are settling for mediocrity. If you are going to tell me that we can't get a better midfielder that can actually command positively, not just possession for possession's sake, than the current DMs we have, you are settling for mediocrity. If you are telling me that all these players that they just lower the standard so they brought it so low that as soon as they hop over, it's like a high jump. They lower it so low that they just have to step over, and then we come clapping.
Okay, I got your point basically. So, Mr. Hussein, what is your opinion about Depay? Because you came up with the question, that means you also have an opinion. What do you think about it?
Yeah, he is 28 years old and has good depth, not only in strike, but also he can also play left wing. Just I want to respond to Victor. I think Kai Havertz is a very good player. He's link up, his game IQ. Yes, he's an average dribbler because he's not a winger. If he fixes his finishing, he'll be considered one of the best number 9s, because if you remember last season, we were playing much better than when we had Kai in the team, Lukaku, because he was linking and bringing everyone in the game. And the thing is, we don't play with a number 9. A Tuchel system doesn't require a number 9. So Havertz is the perfect central attacking player for us. I admit he just needs to fix his finishing, just shoot with more power, and that will come with age. He just turned 23, I think. Just give him some time. So somebody here is talking about Matthews Nunes. So I think when we got another kid like this brother here we're talking about, I'm going to have to practice his name the whole night in order for me to start pronouncing. But I think Nunes, when you bring another midfielder like him, and then I don't see us going for Nunes anymore, so forget about it. Chelsea have two bid for Inter. Cesar Cassidy and are targeting Endrick, according to report. So we are going to Wonder Kid. That tells you what the direction we're gonna take from now. Todd Boehly is determined to back Tuchel and is giving serious consideration to a bid for Fofana. Meanwhile, Cucurella is almost close. Okay, we are reading some update here from Herbert.
Thank you for updating us. Red Star FC said that Nounes can carry the ball nicely, but we just bought another wonder kid midfielder, so I don't see it happening. Bobby is in the house, and he say hello everybody in the house.
Big up, Bobby. Big up, boy.
And Mr. Emmanuel is asking, finish the end of the season. Everybody is asking what position we're gonna finish the end of the season. So that is a tough one, Mr. Emmanuel. What position we're gonna finish the end of the season? Let's go. Hussein, what do you think? Based on our dealings so far.
We should challenge for the title. I think we'll finish third.
Fourth, okay. How about third?
Third. And we will challenge for the title this season.
Okay, third, and we're gonna push. And Mr. Victor, how far are we gonna go in the Premier League? And if you wanna add the Champions League, kind of what stage do you see us?
I do not see us challenging. We have to be realistic. I do not see us challenging. There is no way we're gonna make that gap that City and Liverpool has given us. And we should actually be more concerned about the ones that have strengthened their team in the likes of Spurs and Arsenal. And Manchester United still lurks. So we have to be realistic. So I am thinking we are going to be fighting for fifth position. Fourth maybe, depends on how the first half of the season goes. But right now, my expectations, as usual, I know people see me as cynical, but I'm a realist. And I will go for fifth or sixth to start with. Unless the next 3 weeks we are able to revolutionize our attack and make sure that we get some people that are finishers to add on to Sterling and Mount, so we can at least be proud of it. All the other teams are you cannot compare Chelsea's finishers to any of the top 4 or 5. You can't. It's as simple as that. So, and that is the blood of the sport. It's goals. And if you cannot get goals and you don't have any prospect of getting forwards who can score and finishers who can really give you goals, 20, 30 goals a year, then you cannot be counted amongst the best. So I don't see us vying for the title itself, but we will fight for a place in Europe for sure. When it comes to
conference league probably.
No conference league. Europa maybe at least.
Okay.
When it comes to the Champions League, I that is a one-off game, and when you have a Jorginho, maybe you might win. So,
okay.
One-off games. I mean, you play 13 games if you want to win the Champions League, as opposed to 38 if you want to win the league. So I feel like Champions League, we might just get past the prelim stage, and when we get to the knockout quarterfinal, should be the goal.
Okay, so somebody is spreading some bad news, some fake news here. Anybody that is in a position of force, please block me. That I don't wanna call your name, but I block him forever. I don't wanna see you coming here, try to banter and say all the crap about people here. Get a life, man. Why can't you just go and get a life instead of come here and block him, please? I'm not gonna even read what he said, but he knows what he said. Oh, Bobby said that it looks like Bobby is not happy at all about the signing of Mr. Carney because he said that Todd Boehly made Neil Bath in charge of scouting and given him an open checkbook for youngsters. I know Bobby don't really rate kid, but me, I work with kid. I coach kid on weekend. I will never put a kid down. I was a kid once. I've been rejected everywhere I go. You don't have experience. You can't do this. You can't do that. My entire life is about people challenging me. First of all, my color is already a problem. So I find it very, very hard for me to have any kind of discrimination to anybody because of my position. I worked with a probation kid that never knew anything but did something. I work with kid a lot, so I might have a biased opinion. That's why people see me as, oh, you pushing this and that, because I believe in them. I believe they are innocent and they deserve a chance just like anybody else. So if you see me backing kid, it's not necessarily that I want 11 kid out there. I don't want even one. If you don't deserve, you are out. But at least give the kid a try. Like, trust them. You know, like, that's how you teach your kid to believe and keep fighting, and the door will be open to you. Keep knocking, keep doing. But it looks like in the Chelsea community, it's black or white. You are bad or you are good. The process of the development doesn't count. It's just, okay, we are Chelsea. We need the end product. We need to win now. This is not the Chelsea way. But people who've been there for years at Chelsea will tell you how they were struggling with relegations and they couldn't even find money to buy players. You know what I mean? So it hurt me when I see people accusing me of such and such because I defended a kid. And I don't have a power. I don't do anything. I'm not in charge of recruiting. I'm not in charge of selecting. I just give a simple opinion, and I admire kid. That's what I do. I worked with a kid like for 7 years, probation kid in trouble, coaching underprivileged schools, kid and all that. So I see things from a different perspective, a more parental, more kind of sympathy way of seeing things than many people. So I don't know. I'm not gonna reveal my entire freaking life on TV, but it hurt how some kid just put down and never it's gonna happen. We are Chelsea, we are not the academy, we don't develop people. It just hurt, but I think our opinion deserves to be heard. You don't like kid, it's okay, we respect you. You like kid, I think we should also respect those people who still believe in the future generation. Harvey is getting better exposure. For what? He hasn't even played many games under Tuchel. Chalobah was given a chance, right? Yeah, he was given a chance. Bobby said that hurry up, sign Cucurella. It's got to happen now, or we have just advert him for other clubs. Yeah, that is a good point. Anybody can
surprised City are not paying the full price for him.
Yeah, anybody can you Hussein, Victor, Herbert, anybody, can you take over this? I have some situation at the back room with the family thing. I'll be back. All right.
Oh, we will hold the fort. We will hold the fort for you. But
Yeah.
Herbert, is that Herbert that said who just made a comment about Cucurella?
Bobby. It was Bobby in the chat. Just now, Hussein. It was Hussein.
Yeah, I was just saying I'm surprised City are not paying the price for him.
Yeah, I mean, is that the profit margin is a little insane. You buy a player for 50 million, and a year after, you want to tell me you've developed him enough that you have to get 300% more? I mean, it's crazy. They asked him for 50 million, and of course Chelsea is going to pay because we are desperate. But the guy was bought for 50 million, and within 12 months he's worth 35 more million.
Yeah. And like he fits their team like perfectly, because Cancelo will move to the right, he'll move to the left. For us, he'll compete with Chilwell. So I'm surprised City are not going for him.
Yeah, I mean, City think that Ake will do the job. I mean, they let the left back go, but they think that it's Ake's turn and that Ake will be there. We have Chilwell. And you would think that the areas that we need help most will be where our focus and our resources will be channeled. And yet we keep packing this, back there, because if Chilwell was not available, you have Alonso. Even Alonso was not available, you still have people that can play that role. So the thing is, that is the what is the lack of a better word? That is the conundrum or the wonder. why we keep going for. I mean, that Cucurella is an amazing player, and I think that maybe he might even give Chilwell a run for his money. But is that what you need right now when you don't have a scoring force that is worthy of giving you goals?
Cucurella, he can play a left centre back, so maybe that's the plan. Play him left centre back and start Tuchel at left wing back. But my point is like it's just 10 million. City are offering 40 million and his price is 50 million.
Yeah.
I'm shocked they are not signing him because this is a good opportunity for them to sign a great player.
Yeah, it's a great player, and but this, they're trying to do their business on principle, so that they established the way they do things. When there's a player available to buy and the club comes in for them, the agents and the player themselves and the entire football community knows the kind of player, club that is interested in you and what they are willing to budge, what kind of price. Everybody knows that Chelsea was not giving more than a year contract to 30 plus year olds players. Everybody knows that because we stuck with it even when it was tough. We let Willian go. We wanted to give him 2 more years, and he said no. We needed 3, and that was the end of his career. But at least we in England. But at least we stuck with it, and we stuck with it even with us. It remains that is the way we do things, and people respect that. And I think that is what is now Manchester City does things, and people should respect that. They are not going to pay you more than they think you deserve. They have rated the player, and they think that it's 40 million. That's all they will offer. What do you think, Blues?
Oh, me. Sorry, Victor. You talking to me? Sorry, bro. I was just waiting. Yeah, about the situation with. I'm like Hussein. I'm a bit surprised they've not forked out the money for him. However, at the same time, it also doesn't surprise because I've also heard today that they're now looking at Gabriel from Leipzig as an next option if they can't get Cucurella over the line. So does it surprise me that they're not? Maybe they probably think he's not worth that money. But then I'm thinking to myself, he's had that year's experience in the Premiership. If you're going to choose between, I know Gabriel is a quality player in the making, right? Yeah. If you're going to choose a player like that or Cucurella, who's actually had the Premiership experience, I'm surprised a little bit more. 10 million more would get you Cucurella. Let's be honest here. I think Cucurella's preference choice is to go to play for Pep Guardiola at Manchester City over Chelsea. Yeah, I think because now he just can't obviously go back now because he's handing a transfer request to Brighton. He just can't go back now and say, "Oh, you know what? I'm it's not happening. I can't go," because he's gonna look stupid, isn't he? So it's probably why now a move to Chelsea is probably more likely to happen. But I want him to also come to Chelsea because he wants to come and play for us, and he wants to come and play under Thomas Tuchel, not because he couldn't get his move to Manchester City. So now he's choosing Chelsea as his next option. I hope if he does come to Chelsea, I hope it's for him to come and put that Chelsea shirt on and play for the badge, play for the fans, and play for the club. So that's what I hope he is going to do if he does come.
Okay, thank you guys for helping with the show when I was gone. We're gonna have some reception over, so I completely forgotten. I've been reminded that what are you doing, and you know how it goes when somebody gets angry, and then you are in big trouble, right? So we have 10 minutes to go to conclude, and I might be back if we sign somebody tonight. Oh, we have Bobby in the house. Okay, I didn't see that. Let's put Bobby and try to conclude these people. We're gonna just go straight to the point because I have to go. I have to do my duties, and that is gonna be. Bobby is in the house. What do you have to say, bro?
Ogs, you're
Yes, sir.
hurting me, man. You know I'll hop on and I'm working. I just said, no, I can't let you say that.
Okay.
Ogs,
Yes, sir.
listen, nobody loves Chelsea youngsters more than me.
Okay.
Up until we had lockdown, I was at Cobham and before Cobham, Harlington for games that most people had never even heard of. I was physically present for all 5 back-to-back FA Cup, Youth Cup wins. that we had.
Yeah.
I've been up to Teesside with the youth team for FA Cup knockout rounds. I have a relative that has played in the Chelsea youth team. I am invested in that. So I'm not one that's not for youth. I let out the news I've heard about Neil Bath because it is welcome news. Scott McLaughlin, I don't know what he was doing as our chief scout. Neil Bath has been integral in Chelsea's youth academy system.
Okay.
He was there with people like Emanalo. He was there before him, and he's been there after him. I think it's appropriate to have him as the head of scouting, and you can see the dividend. He's helped with the Slonina deal. He's helped with this guy, who I come to remember, actually. I do remember him playing a game or two for Villa. I won't even dare say his name. We just call him Carney for now.
Yeah.
I can spell it, though. I've got it written down somewhere.
Yeah,
But,
I can't play print. I'm like you, I can't.
You know, I hear he's an absolute baller. He's after this Brazilian Endrick, and they're having good communications with their family. At last, Chelsea is moving on the youth circuit again. And that's because Todd Bowley has told this guy, go get me youngsters. We're in this for the long haul. There's the checkbook. I'll tell you when to stop. Go get the people we need, which is excellent for Chelsea.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah, that was my bad, because I thought you were saying, you were questioning why we're going for 19 years old. And I've been attacked left, center on social media. You can read my, my goodness.
You've been very sensitive.
Like,
on that,
why are you saying this? Like everything that I say about you.
A lot of the time I come at you is very tongue-in-cheek.
Okay.
You've got to have some pushback. You know, sometimes you can be negative, and it's your brothers around you that will rein you in. That's all there is to it. Nothing more, nothing less. And I know I've been there. When something happens at Chelsea that hurts me, I can be negative too. We all can. Because we're hurt, we're frustrated. The Koundé deal hurt a lot of people. I think if we get Cucurella, and certainly Fofana, is probably a blessing in disguise. You know, if the club can pull off those deals, my goodness me, we're back in business. And those guys that are a bit impatient about the forward line, relax. Rome wasn't built in a day. The fundamental thing we desperately need to sort out first is the defense. Every great team is built from the back forward, never from the forward back. And once we sort out the defense, you will see the forwards will fall in place. There's a forward thereafter. Is it Cisco? Just whatever his name is from... Bowley apparently went to talk to their agents. Let's see. I think it's very premature to start talking about where people think Chelsea will finish in the league. We've been late starters in the transfer market. Let's see what happens at the end of the transfer market. If these guys really pull off these miracles, my goodness me, we will be back in business for sure. And all these people saying, oh, we don't need the young. We don't need the young. Do you know what? I leave that to Bowley and Tuchel and the rest of them. If they want the young, I want the young.
Bobby, just a quick question for you. Bobby, Endrick, mate, that name is one player I do want to see come to Chelsea.
The guy is an absolute baller.
Brilliant. He's 16 years old, isn't he?
Do you know,
Palmeiras.
I've always had this dream, DJ, of Chelsea getting one of these world greats. You know what I mean? People like Messi starting off from here, or your Ronaldos of this world. And from all intents and purposes, this is one person. And this is the touch of Neil Bath. So let's hope this continues. I'm now kind of engaged in watching what's going on. I'm concerned about the Cucurella thing. It's all going the right direction, but I want it
We have to close it now,
Yeah, you know, you don't mess
the
around
more
with
it's going,
things.
the more City might change and all they got into the conversation.
You know what
I don't want to see that.
All that nonsense, you know, we don't need that. 50 mil, people are raising their eyebrows. Look, if you want the best, you pay the best. Right now, I'm not even bothered what we pay for these players because
Just
we have
bring
a
them.
need for them.
That's right. Bobby, anything else you want to conclude, bro? Because I have to go, like I said, have some family responsibilities here. Yeah.
I just wanted to pop on and say that.
Thank you so much for clarifying the air, because sometimes I feel it like you attacking me personally, but that is me being.
That's the love, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can only be hurt by people you love, so I take that as a compliment. But you know what? Orgs,
sir.
I told you yesterday, you're the man. You're a box office. I keep telling you that, but you just don't want to hear me.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. It means a lot. Bobby was in the house. He need to go back to work, and I need to go and take care of some businesses. Hussein, brother, if you have something to say, a breaking news, and conclude, say goodbye to people tonight. After that reception thing, I might come back and talk about the Premier League, because this weekend, like 3 days only left. Friday, Arsenal plays. Saturday is gonna be Chelsea. So I will bring back our night, very late shows about the Premier League. Just talk about what's gonna happen the weekend and all that. So if I have time today, I might start that show again. It's gonna be very late for many people though. So yeah.
Yeah, big up everybody. I just want to agree with Bobby. This is the box office show.
Thank you.
Your work rate is amazing. It's like Ramirez when he plays for us.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. Come back next time. Mr. Hussein, my brother from...
Big up to you, Hussein. Big up to you, bro.
From Canada, Mr. President. Let's go. Victor, say goodbye and skip your agenda for tonight.
My agenda.
Don't touch Jorginho here.
Now, I know.
Don't touch Jorginho. You're gonna be in trouble.
Now, I know. I speak modestly when I say that I am the only positive person on this channel.
Okay.
Oh God, folks think I'm very negative, but I'm not. I'm just being realistic.
Being realistic, yeah.
Being a realist.
We know that this channel in 2 or 3 years will be the best online. Definitely.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We continue to support you, and of course, I'll see you next time. Your work rate and everything is.
Thank you, my brother.
So thank you very much.
Take care, Victor.
See you, brother. See you, bro. DJ, you to conclude the show.
Yeah, bro. Listen. Your show's already box office, mate. You know, I think I've been following your show.
We started. I started with you, bro.
Yeah,
you were there since day one. So yeah.
Listen, everyone knows. I think everyone knows. I love coming on your streams, Orgs.
Thank you so much.
I think we have such good conversations about things. We don't always agree on things.
We know that.
I think me and you are actually pretty good. I think we agree on most things. I think it's the others that we don't have agreement with. I think.
Yeah,
but your show is excellent, mate. I mean, look, going forward, bro. All I'll say is one thing, couple of things. Obviously, big up to everybody in the chat. Everyone who I spoke to on the panel tonight. Excellent chatting to everyone, as always. Endrick is now the one I'm now looking at out of all the players we've been mentioned. You know, I've been talking about this kid this brother since last year, bro. When we mentioned Endrick, when we were linked with him. If we can get this kid over the line, what a signing that would be. And the other signings will happen as well. As for you, bro, listen, regards to your family, hope everything's okay at home.
Yeah.
All right. Relax. Peace out to you, and I'll try and come on your show later if you're on again later.
Yeah. But, thanks, bro.
Peace out to you and everyone. All right.
Peace, man. Thank you so much, DJ, and everybody in the chat. I'm gonna have to leave. I have some obligations, family obligations, so unfortunately I can't go any further. But tonight, if I have time, I will be back here and we're gonna discuss more about the Premier League, the weekend, big weekend ahead, people. The Premier League is officially back on Friday. Crystal Palace against Arsenal. That one is gonna be really, really big one. Thank you, Herbert, and thank you everybody in the chat. Mr. Green, everybody. I can't really call everybody's name here, but you know who you are. God bless you, and I will see you next time. Peace.